Oh, hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Wade Bradford, and today's Wednesday, so it's what am I working on Wednesday? But because there's been a lot going on, I'm going to combine this with another series that I've been doing once a month that is basically answering the question, how much money can I make as a writer in 1 year? So let's get to it. What have I been working on? Well, according to my handy dandy notebook, I have been working on the third draft of my book, my fantasy middle grade adventure. I've sent it out to my agent, so now I'm waiting to see if it's good enough to send out into the world. I know it's very close, but after I hit send, then I started second guessing things and wondering if there was more I should have tinkered with in the middle section. So we'll see what my agent says. I probably won't get feedback from my agent until June, and I don't know if that's early June or late June. But I have my fingers crossed that it'll be sooner rather than later. What else am I working? Oh, it's summer. It's summer vacation now. I teach at a community college, and all the grades are in, and so if any of my students are watching, thank you very much for a wonderful semester. It was a strange time, right? Because our classes were changed to online. But thanks so much for playing along and for finishing strong with your final essays. I enjoyed reading them immensely. Adding on to that, the other thing that I'm working on right now then is I am prepping for online classes in the fall. It's looking very much like that I'm going to be teaching online during fall semester, and I'm going to try to make the best of that. I would much rather be in the classroom with my students, so you can look for more teacherly videos on this channel, because this summer I'm probably going to be making some videos about creative writing and about essay writing, argumentation, academic kind of stuff. I'll try to make it entertaining, but I will probably be putting some of that material on throughout the summer to get ready for my classes in the fall. What else? So since it's summer vacation, now is the time where I have a lot of free time to write, and so at the beginning of the summer, it's always sort of I'm putting myself out there and trying different little projects to see if there's some big project that I want to work on. So I haven't latched on to any big projects yet. So I've been doing little projects, such as I was drawing yesterday. I was drawing little mice characters yesterday, and so I've been doing little fun things like that this week. And I'm sort of hoping to stumble across my next big epic, but I don't know what that's going to be yet. Oh, and I have an update on Sugar and Spies. That is the play that I'm co-writing with my friend Christopher Flowers. And Chris has finished our first draft. So he wrote the epilogue just a couple days ago, and I read it over, and I think that it's nicely developed, and I hope that it's funny. We want to listen to... We want to have a table read at a certain point. We're trying to figure out when to do that, if we want to do it as a Zoom thing or if we want to push it back and do it later when people can be less socially distant. Speaking of plays, I got a very nice letter from one of the play publishing companies, along with a royalty check, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But every play company that I write for, they usually send out a yearly letter just to say thanks and here's what's going on in our company. And so this letter was basically saying, hey, thanks, and there's bad stuff happening right now with our industry because drama teachers are not able to put on shows right now. So the letter was letting me know that things are changing. They are trying to make more readers' theater plays, Zoom plays, plays that could be filmed, plays that could be done as a radio drama. So they are being very inventive in how to still sell plays to schools and to community theaters. But obviously, this is going to hit the industry in a negative way for a while. So that was an interesting letter. Oh, and I have some other correspondence to report. I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I wrote a short story, and it's out of my genre comfort zone. It's more literary and sort of creepy and profane, and it's not like my usual kid-friendly material. So I sent it out to one magazine. I've made a list of several different magazines that might be interested in it. So I sent it out, and so here's what they wrote back. Dear Wade, we have read your submission, and unfortunately, so once you get to that part, when you're getting a rejection letter, when you get to the word unfortunately, you know that it's like, okay, it's over. And it is. It's a standard form letter. I don't know that I need to read the rest of it for you. Yeah, so we got to, I should come up with like a little song whenever I read a letter that's either rejected or accepted. So let's come up with one now. Rejection letter, don't give up, but it's a rejection letter. Now I'll work on something. All right, folks, now it's time to talk about money. Talking about money. So if you're just joining this channel and you haven't seen me talk about money before, I'm sort of disclosing how much money I can make as a writer, kind of on a month-to-month basis. And we are approaching the halfway mark of the year. And on the last one in April, I mentioned that I have a grand total. Now, if I use editing skills, I'll put the number up here. That by April, I had earned $2,234.05. All right, so this month I have earned $300.12 for a couple of my plays, Stagecraft, and another one-act play called Downton Zombie. These are made available through Pioneer Drama Service. That's the company that I was talking about. That's like many play companies, like Eldridge and others. They're being very flexible, trying to make the performance rights available and things like that. So if you want to do a radio play of Downton Zombie, I will put a link to this. It's one of my favorite one-act comedies that I've written in the past 10 years. So that was $300.12. I also mentioned that I sent off a murder mystery interactive play to the Drama Notebook, and I received $150 for that. And what else? Oh, and I got a royalty check for one of my children's books, and that royalty check, the amount was $742.51. So that means this last month I brought in $1,192.83, which means that the new grand total is $3,426.88. And that's nice. That's good. I think because of the coronavirus, my play royalties are going to be going down in the next 6 months. So my guess is that unless something really wonderful happens and I sell, a brand new book, which is still a possibility, that's what I'm hoping for in the next 6 months. But there's a distinct possibility that I'm going to be making less than what I have in the past. I may have mentioned this before, but in the past 10 years or so, my income as a writer has fluctuated from anywhere from like $12,000 to as high as $20,000. So, which is good. It's obviously not enough for me to live on, so I have not given up my day job yet, but it's a nice amount coming in. So it'll be interesting to see if the 1 year where I decided, hey, I'm going to be transparent and show you what I can make in a year, might turn out to be the lowest amount yet. But, I think it just goes to show that writing is a business where you at least for me, you're just kind of gathering income from different streams, and sometimes those income streams have lots of money coming in, and sometimes it's more of a trickle. So that's what I've been working on. That's my money update, and I'd love to know what you are working on. If you've got anything that you've sold, or anything that's been rejected, or anything that's coming out soon. If you are self-publishing things, I'd love to know how that's going for you. If you've sold something traditionally, I'd love to know about that. So if you want to talk about the business of writing, leave a comment. If you are an author tuber and you do similar discussions, definitely leave a comment with a link to your channel. I'd love to watch you. So that's it. I guess I should say more often, please like and subscribe, but you kind of already know to do that or not. And that's it. I will talk to you guys soon.